Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my each way Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action, which will feature jump racing at Hexham and Southwell. But I'll just go over a quick recap on what happened on today's selections and how the horses ran. We had one winner, which was good, with Contra Tur, which was our Paul Nicholls selection. That came in at 8-1 in the end. It slightly went up in the market, and that was a really good price today. And it was that man again, Sean Bowen, who we've already had a couple of winners on this channel with in the last few days. He had a good run today. You could tell that the horse was, when it was coming towards the last, was probably going to win because it travelled the best, and the jockey didn't really have to work too hard on him to get him across the line. But yeah, that was a really good run today. The other horses didn't win or place today. Yukon Delta looked really good though. He was with one of his opponents coming towards the last fence, and he made a mistake at the last fence. Yukon Delta did, and the jockey Josh Moore just couldn't keep on the horse because he was struggling to stay on the horse when the horse hit the hurdle. So that was really annoying because that would have been a good double, because we got him at 13-2, so we could have had an 8-1 13-2 double. The other horses that ran were Agincourt Reef. That was an absolutely dreadful run. He from the word go, he just didn't look up for it. The jockey Harry Till was really getting into him early on. He was staying on, but the jockey was working really hard to make him go. And I know I said I really fancied him, but I guess he just wasn't in that kind of mood today. That's horse racing. We get a lot of these predictions. We often fancy horses, and sometimes they just don't turn up. But we had a good winner today, and the other horse was Charisma King. He was travelling really well, actually, at Market Raisin, but towards about the last quarter of the race, he just didn't want to know. He came fourth in the end, a little bit beaten, but hey ho, the jockey, he gave it a go, so he didn't do any good, but we'll hopefully try and do good for tomorrow's racing. So here are my selections for tomorrow. We'll be doing another each way Lucky 15 tomorrow, as there's just about enough each way chances tomorrow. There's not many great horses running tomorrow, but I've managed to come up with an each way Lucky 15 that I think is definitely worth a punt at tomorrow. So the first race we'll be going to tomorrow is in the 340 at Southwell, which will be a horse called Derick de which is trained by Graham McPherson and will be ridden by one of his stable jockeys, Keelan Woods. This horse definitely needs further up in trip. It had a promising run last time it ran, which was its first run over rules. It came third, and it was beaten quite a way out. You could definitely tell the horse wasn't going to win the race, but he plugged on and he beat quite a few beaten horses to move up into third, and he wasn't tiring. He was just travelling at the same pace. So the trainer has decided to put this horse about up 4 or 5 furlongs. So hopefully bringing it up in trip might get it over the winning line or be there or thereabouts tomorrow. It's currently 4-1 in the market, and I think this horse might go off favourite tomorrow because there's not a lot of great horses in that race, but I think this one stood out. So that's why I'm going for Derick de as our first pick in our each way Lucky 15 tomorrow. Our second pick in our each way Lucky 15 tomorrow runs at Hexham in the 4 o'clock, and the horse is called the Bishop. He's currently around 6-1 in the market at the moment. You might be able to get him a bit better prices elsewhere, but the Bishop has been quite consistent in his last 2 runs. He was going over the chase fences, but it really wasn't working out for him. So the Alexander team, which he's owned by Nick Alexander, and he'll be ridden tomorrow by his daughter Lucy Alexander, they have taken this horse back to hurdling, and since then it won at Ayr, and then last time out at Hexham, which it's running at tomorrow, it came second and was only just beaten by a whisker. So yeah, that horse looks really promising. I think he's definitely worth a good punt at the price, because again, there's not a lot of other consistent performers out there, and the handicapper hasn't been too harsh over those last 2 runs, and I definitely think this mark that the Bishop has at the moment for his hurdles is definitely within his grasp. So I reckon he's definitely worth a punt tomorrow. So that's who we're going for as our second choice. Our third choice tomorrow is called Sheneededtherun, and that's going to be a Tom and Michael Scudamore combination. Tom being the son of Michael Scudamore. Tom Scudamore is quite a good jockey. He's been around the mill over the years. He's a very consistent performer. He's not the best jockey, but he's always there or thereabouts in the top 5 or the top 10. So yeah, so he's definitely a good jockey to ride this horse. His father, Michael Scudamore's been a bit quiet over the last season, but he has had one good horse called Mystery, which won the Ida Chase at Newcastle. So he's not to be taken lightly. Michael Scudamore tomorrow with this horse, Sheneededtherun, is got it at 12-1 in the market at the moment, and last time it ran, it came third on its debut run, and that horse finished quite not a massive distance, but a little bit of a way behind a horse called Pearl Royal, which we did back to run at Newbury on Saturday, but it was a non-runner. And that horse, Pearl Royal, when it last won at Southwell, won by about 50 lengths, but it didn't run in the same race, this horse that I'm choosing for tomorrow's horse racing action. So, because it was only beaten by about 10 lengths by Pearl Royal, I definitely think it could be worth a shot. And again, it seems to be quite a wide open race, I feel, that race, the 4:10 at Southwell tomorrow, because even though the favourite is evens at the moment, I don't know how he's that priced, because if you actually look at the form, okay, he's got Aidan Coleman on board tomorrow, that favourite, but it's been really inconsistent, and I think that you'd be better looking at maybe some horses that haven't quite had enough runs yet to show us what they're really capable of. So I definitely think he's definitely worth an each way chance at least tomorrow at 12-1. So hopefully this horse, Sheneededtherun, will be a pretty good horse. So yeah, hopefully it'll come in, and that's our third selection in our each way lucky 15 tomorrow. Our last pick in our each way lucky 15 tomorrow runs in the 5:10 at Southwell, and is called Royal Ruby, and that horse is currently 5-2 in the market. It's a Nicky Henderson horse, and he'll be ridden by his main jockey, Nico de Boinville. This horse has got a good pedigree, and Nicky Henderson tends to do well at Southwell in these kind of races. He's 7 from 16 at Southwell in these flat race bumpers. He also had a winner today at Market Raiser Melangerie, which came in at 5-1, and that horse hadn't been showing much promise, but it got over the line today, came in at 5-1, which wasn't a bad price. I'm backing this horse tomorrow. There's a few other interesting runners in it, but you got to say that this horse, on its pedigree and that, should be there or thereabouts, and with the connections, hopefully it will put in a good performance for us tomorrow. Anyway, that's all for today's picks for tomorrow's horse racing action. Hope you maybe take a few of these horses on board, maybe pick some. If you agree with my selections or disagree, put some comments in the comments box below. Gamble responsibly, and I'll see you soon.